Physiology and sports. Let us learn the following concepts: exercise physiology and sports physiology, gender differences in physical and physiological parameters, physiological factors determining the components of physical fitness, effects of exercise on cardiovascular system, effects of exercise on respiratory system, effects of exercise on muscular system, physiological changes, aging, role of physical activity in maintaining functional fitness in aged population, and at the end a brief recap. Introduction. Physiology is the study of body functions. More precisely, it is the scientific discipline that deals with the processes or functions of living things. It is derived from two ancient Greek words, that is, physis, meaning nature or origin, and logia, meaning study of. Whereas anatomy refers to the basic structure of the body and the interrelationships between various body parts. Let us explore more about the relationship between physiology and sports in this chapter. Physiology and sports physiology. From the study of anatomy and physiology, another new concept, that is exercise physiology, has evolved. It examines how our body's structures and functions are altered when we are exposed to acute and chronic bouts of exercise. Sports physiology is the study of long and short-term effects of training and body conditions of athletes. This specialized field of study goes simultaneously with human anatomy. Exercise and sport physiology is about improving performance, but knowing how the body functions during exercise. It uses scientific principles to allow your body to train better, perform better, and recover quicker. When we do physical exercise or take part in sports, certain physiological changes like muscle composition, muscular strength, blood pressure, heart rate, etc. take place. Gender differences in physical and physiological parameters. Both men and women have different physical or anatomical and physiological parameters. These differences are not evident in childhood. Changes in physical features like height, hair growth, muscular body, change in voice, etc. are noticeable at the beginning of adolescence. Let us now study about these changes in the coming slides. Or anatomical differences. There are some prominent anatomical changes commonly found between men and women. These are difference in shape and size. A lot of differences in shape and size of the body are found between males and females because of their nutrition and environmental factors. Example, the physique of males is usually larger than females. Vertebrae, legs and knees. The vertebra, hands and legs of males are longer as compared to females. Center of gravity. The height and the center of gravity of males are quite high than females, as the average height of females is less. Bones of shoulders. The skeletal width of the shoulders of males and females is same, but in males, larger muscular development makes it seem wider. Women are around 30 to 35% muscle by weight, while men are 40 to 50% muscle. Region. Biologically, females have larger pelvis region than males, as the larger pelvis is better adapted for childbirth. Adiposity. A condition of being severely overweight or obese is called adiposity. A rough measure for obesity is a person's body mass index, BMI. Females have usually higher percentage of body fat, that is, adipose tissue, as compared to males. Differences. The prominent physiological differences between men and women are muscular strength. It has been observed that female speed records in running and swimming are consistently slower than males. Male athletes have a higher ratio of muscle mass to body weight, which allows for greater speed and acceleration. Blood circulation. Generally, females have less amount of blood, including small size of heart, than males. Females have more rate of heartbeat than males. Respiratory organs. Males have more oxygen carrying capacity than females as they have larger lungs than females. Blood pressure in females is generally about 5 to 10 mmHg lower than males of the same age. Similarly, the stroke volume of females is 25% lower than male stroke volume. Physical factors determining the components of physical fitness. There are some major physiological factors that determine the components of physical fitness. These are strength, speed, endurance, and flexibility. The various factors that determine physical fitness are explained on the next slides. Physiological factors determining strength. The various factors are following. The strength of the muscle largely depends upon the size of the muscle. The heavier weightlifters lift heavier weights. The muscles which have more percentage of fast twist fibers can produce more strength. Physiological factors determining speed. Speed is determined by the following factors. Our muscles contract and relax at the maximum possible speed as seen in sprinting events. Different muscles of the body have different percentages of fast twitch fibers. Good flexibility allows maximum range of movement. The biochemical reserves and metabolic determine the speed. Physiological factors determining endurance. It is determined by the following factors. The aerobic capacity depends on the oxygen intake, oxygen transport, oxygen uptake, and energy reserves. The ability to tolerate higher concentration of lactic acid also determines endurance performance. A good technique in endurance sports can save energy. The slow twitch fibers are best used for aerobic activities. Physiological factors determining flexibility. The muscles should have a minimum level of strength for movement against the gravity. Some of the joints like the ball have a greater range of motion. Flexibility decreases with the advancement of age. Internal environment of the athlete influences the flexibility. Of exercise on cardiovascular system. Athletes' cardiovascular fitness is measured by their maximum oxygen consumption. Male athletes have a higher oxygen carrying capacity than women because of their larger body size and women's lower hemoglobin level. The cardiovascular system rushes oxygen to the working muscles, returns the blood to the lungs to be reoxygenated. Of exercise on the cardiovascular system can be of two types, like immediate effects of exercise and long-term effects of exercise. During exercise, there are some immediate effects on cardiovascular system. These are increase in heart rate, increase in cardiac output, increase in stroke volume, increase in blood pressure, and increase in blood flow. Similarly, while doing long-term exercise, some changes take place in our cardiovascular system. These are increase in the size of heart, decrease in resting heart rate, stroke increases at rest, increase in cardiac output, increased blood flow, decrease in blood pressure, increase in blood volume, quick recovery rate, reduced risk of heart diseases. On respiratory system. During regular exercise, some significant changes take place on our respiratory system. These are increased willpower, improved performance, increase in tidal air capacity, increase in strength, strengthens diaphragm and muscles, increase in size of lung and chest, prevention from diseases, improved vital air capacity, decrease in rate of respiration. Exercise on muscular system. During the regular exercise, some permanent changes take place in our muscular system. These are control extra fat, change in the connective tissue, change in shape and size of muscle, formation of more capillaries, efficiency in the movement of muscles, increase food storage, body posture remains correct, non-functioning fibers become active. Test yourself. A condition of being severely overweight is called, the options are A. Adiposity, B. Anorexia, C. Bulimia, D. Osteoporosis. Explanation. Adiposity is a condition of being severely overweight or obese. A rough measure for obesity is a person's body mass index, BMI. Females have usually higher percentage of body fat, that is, adipose tissue, as compared to males. Physiological changes. Aging. Aging is a process of gradual changes in the body with the passage of time. It is determined by genetics and influenced by the environmental factors like diet, exercise, pollutants, radiation, etc. These changes are visible after the age of 30. A number of physiological changes occur in our body as we grow old. Let's study about it in next slides. In muscle size and strength. When a person gets older, there is a decline in muscle size, muscle mass, and increase in overall body fat that causes decrease in muscle strength. Decrease in metabolism and body composition. The metabolic rate decreases gradually with the increasing age. It also results in more accumulation of body fat. Decrease in bone density. With the increasing age, the bone density decreases due to deficiency of various minerals like calcium and phosphorus. Decrease in respiratory system. It is usually observed that the pulmonary function is decreased with the increasing age. That leads to decreased strength with shortness of breath and fatigue. In cardiovascular system. The stroke volume, cardiac output and blood flow all decrease with age. Decrease in urinary system. The mass of kidneys decreases with increasing age that leads to reduction in the rate of blood filtration by kidneys. Decrease in flexibility. The elasticity of ligaments and joint capsules decreases with aging. Changes in nervous system. The brain's weight, the size of its network and its blood flow reduce with age. Changes in gastrointestinal system. With aging, production of hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes and saliva reduces. Changes in senses. The senses like vision, hearing, taste, smell and touch are affected by aging. Physical activity in maintaining functional fitness in aged population. Physical activities help the aged people to do their daily routine work more efficiently. It makes the person more energetic and eradicates the signs of aging. Let us see the various ways of maintaining functional fitness of aged people. Reduce the loss of muscle mass. Regular physical activity decreases the loss of lean body mass and drop in the metabolic rate. Improve the mental and social health. Physical activity is a unique ability to enhance and relax depression and reduce stress and tension. Enhance the lung capacity. It plays a vital role in keeping the lung strong. Helps in maintaining bone density. The physical activity helps to maintain bone mass and prevents osteoporosis. Improve strength. Regular physical activity increases the size of muscle that actually enhances the muscle strength. Increase flexibility. Physical activity helps to improve the elasticity of tendons, ligaments and joint capsules. Slow down the brain aging. Regular physical activity improves memory and cognitive skills. Reduce the risk of age-related diseases. It reduces the risk of a number of age-related diseases like obesity, hypertension, diabetes, heart diseases, etc. Test yourself. A process of gradual changes in the body with the passage of time is called. The options are A. Respiration, B. Aging, C. Nutrition, D. Osteoporosis. Explanation. Aging is a process of gradual changes in the body with the passage of time. It is determined by genetics and influenced by the environmental factors like diet, exercise, pollutants, radiation, etc. These changes are visible after the age of 30. A number of physiological changes occur in our body as we grow old. Summarize the chapter. Exercise and sports physiology is about improving performance by knowing how the body functions during exercise and using scientific principles to allow your body to train better, perform better, and recover quicker. There are some major physiological factors that determine the components of physical fitness, like strength, speed, endurance, and flexibility. Aging is a process of gradual changes in the body with the passage of time. It is determined by genetics and influenced by the environmental factors like diet, exercise, pollutants, radiation, etc. Physical activities help the aged people to do their daily routine work more efficiently. It makes the person more energetic and reduces the signs of aging.